I'm finally going to be filming my last part, hopefully, of my reorganization series. And I'm going to be redoing my alt shelf. These albums have just been sitting on the floor in my spare room for like a month. So it's time to put them back. I don't know if I'm gonna do my other group shelf in this video or not. I might just do that off camera on my own time, but I will do my alt shelf because it's really like the display shelf. So it'll be the most interesting, in my opinion. What do you need? Nap time, Rainy. I also need to put stuff back on the shelf because my cat is jumping from the top of the shelf onto the top of the TV, and that's a flat screen TV, so like, I don't know how that works, but she does it. Come here, Rainy. Here she is. She said, "This is my shelf." They're 6 months old tomorrow, my babies. They're 6 months old. They're very big. Hello. They're very big though. Reenie especially. She's very big. But anyway, go play with your sister and we will get started. So we're gonna start with my Got7 stuff because that's the organization that isn't changing at all. So the way I organize Got7 is, so Got7 goes in these two shelves. And they go chronologically, but also by like size order. I don't know if that makes sense. So I'll just start and then it'll make more sense. So let me pull out all of my early Got7 stuff. So I do also have Just Right on the way. So we'll start with Mad. I have both versions of Mad. So we start with Mad. Yeah, hello, Reenie. And then we do Flight Log Departure. So I also have both versions of Flight Log Departure. Then we do Flight Log Turbulence, and right now I only have one. Then we do Flight Log Arrival, and again, I only have one version. Why is it? Oh, it's the things up there rolling. Okay, and then let me, here, sit up here, baby. Sit up there. Okay, and then what goes next? Sorry, these are just all like out of order. So then I believe verse 2 goes next. So I have both versions of verse 2. They go the other order. So I have both versions of verse 2. And then we do 7 for 7. So I have I have both of the original versions. So I just have both of them, whatever they were called. So they go next. And then I have one of the present versions, present version. So I'm planning on getting the other one. So now this is kind of like, so then we do Eyes on You. So I have all 3 versions of Eyes on You. Except we have to put them in the right order. Okay, Eyes on You. Then we do, so this is kind of where the order changes now. So instead of doing Present You, because Present You is a shorter album and then it jumps back up to like their normal size ones for the repackage. So what we're gonna do is Present You and Me before Present You, just because of the size. Then we'll put in Just 2. So I have both versions of Just 2. And again, we're doing this because of size. So it's still in chronological order, except for Present You. It's just in chronological order according to size order. Like, I don't know if that makes sense. I really don't know, but I just prefer how this looks. Then we do spinning top. So it's like literally the exact same thing as what it was before. So I have 3 versions of spinning top, or 3 copies. I mean, I don't have all the versions. Super fun. Then after that, so after spinning top, then we jump down to like the shorter albums. So then we do both my versions of Present You. Then we do all 4 versions of You Calling My Name or Call My Name. Oh my god, painful. Okay, so after Call My Name, we do all 5 versions of Die. And these poor albums, while they were sitting on my floor, kind of got a little messed up because my cats spotted the bookmarks and started just tearing them apart. So all 5 versions of Die, and then we do special sort of things, DVDs. So then we'll do Eyes on You, World Tour, Keep Spinning World Tour, DVD, of course, and the 5th fan meeting DVD. This one's upside down. Okay, so just like that. That's my Got7 section. Oh, and then of course I put my signed Wjsn Present You album just kind of usually in front of the taller albums, so you can still see what the taller albums are, and then it just sits there. So that's how I organize my Got7 stuff. I think it's pretty straightforward. It goes chronologically and age order wise, so it's like a little interesting. So the only albums that I haven't put away yet for Got7 are Breath of Love, because those albums are too tall to fit in these cubbies. So I have to put them up here. Okay, so next, this video might not actually be that long. Next, we're gonna do my Promise 9 shelf. So again, Promise 9 goes like size order and chronologically. So we start with Fun Factory. Both versions of Fun Factory. Then we do My Little Society. So I'm only going to display 2 of the versions, 1 of each on my shelf. And I don't have any of their albums before Fun Factory because those are so hard to find. Like so hard. Then I put the Kinos, like so, typically. And then I do have a signed Nagyan. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's a signed Nagyan album, which I think I'll probably get a stand for and just put back here in this corner for now. I'm throwing things around. Okay, so that's my Promise 9 shelf. Pretty bare, but like, we do what we can, you know? And then up here is typically where I keep my Wjsn. And before, I also kept like Red Velvet and Shiny there, but now I'm going to put IZ*ONE/Chaeyeon, whatever group Chaeyeon debuts in, or however Chaeyeon debuts. I'm going to put her stuff up here, so I'll put IZ*ONE and Wjsn up here. And then down here, you guys can't tell, but I pretty much have a, I'll show you like when I do the overview of my shelf, but I pretty much have like cubbies down here that just are storage on the bottom row, books, and a cubby with stuffed animals on the second row, and then albums on the top row and the top. My cat is falling asleep in the basket on her cat tree, but she's also hugging the scratching post part. Rini is asleep in the cubby down here. She like pushes it against the wall, like, because this isn't flat against the wall, so she like pushes one of the cubbies against the wall, and she sleeps in there. It's pretty cute. Okay. So Wjsn. So I do plan on, like right now I don't have a completed Wjsn collection, album collection. I do plan on completing it, so I just have like one version of Bloom Eyes and one version of, I was like, this has to say Bloom Eyes on it. Yeah, it does. One version of Bloom Eyes and one version of One Rick Diary. So I do plan on completing my Wjsn album collection, of course. So then we also have all 3 versions of One Reeler. And I'm going to put my Scene 2 album out like this because it has a Cheon cover in it, and I want to show that. Okay, then we'll do WJSN. So also, like, my WJSN album collection isn't completed. I'm working on it, but it's not complete yet. So we'll do WJ Please. I have all 3 versions of WJ Stay. I only have 2 of the 3 of WJ Please because when I ordered them, K-Town gave me duplicates, so I still need the pink version. Then we have one version of For the Summer. Again, K-Town gave me duplicates, so I still need more of those. As You Wish. I have all 3 versions of As You Wish. Neverland, I have all 3 versions of Neverland, so chapter 1, 2, and 3. And then Choco Me, I have both versions of Choco Me. I'm going to move WJ Stay over. So again, I'm kind of going to organize WJSN according to size. And then chronologically as well. So like all the WJ Please, For the Summer, and Humph are kind of like the same sort of style and size. So I'm going to do, you guys can't tell, so I just laid them flat down in chronological order because they're all kind of the same size and these are kind of all the same style. That way they're also like bookends because I don't have any bookends right now, so we do what we can. Okay. How does that look? I don't mind that, and it has a lot of room to grow because I know I have a lot of both WJSN and Wjsn's discography to catch up on. Then I also have all 7 versions of Breath of Love. I'm not even in frame. So I'm not at all. I'm going to take these out of the bag. These will be my display albums. I have a second set that I will keep in the bags. And like just in a cupboard somewhere. I was going to sell one of my 2 because I have 2 sets of albums and I was going to sell one of the sets. But I ripped one of the bags that these albums came in. I ripped Jin Young's pretty badly. So I'm just going to take that set of albums with like the ripped Jin Young bag out of the bags and display them without those. And I'll just keep the other set as like a collector's set that's always kept in the bag. Have you guys listened to Epic High's new album? I love Epic High so much. Like, they're amazing. And that album is, of course, amazing as expected. If you guys haven't listened to it, I would recommend it. Also, if there's any iconics who like missed BI, I'm sure they already know. Like if you're an iconic, you already know about this. But BI featured on one of the tracks on Epic High's new album. It's called Acceptance Speech. I really like it. I really like Epic High in general. Like really, I really love Epic High. So I would recommend that album if you haven't listened to it. Go listen to it. It's amazing. It's really rap heavy because Epic High, if you don't know, are like a hip hop group. If you don't know, Epic High have been around for like ages, like 18 years or something. So I've been like watching a lot of Epic High content lately because they're hilarious. And they always talk about how they wouldn't have been able to be a group for this long if they like didn't hate each other. They don't hate each other. You can tell so clearly. And I just love their relationship. But anyway, they've been around for forever. They're like a huge like hip hop group. I love them. They performed at Coachella once. They were supposed to perform again last year. They performed like back in 2015 or something. They're like really popular and they're really good, and I recommend that. I recommend that album. I'm trying to think of what I'm gonna do with these GOT7 ones. So yeah, I would listen to Epic High. Off of their new album, what are my favorite albums? Or what are my favorite songs? Rosario is good. That's like the title track. Acceptance Speech is good. I don't know, I can't even, like, the entire album is amazing. And apparently there's part 2 that they said is going to be released this year, so that's awesome. If you, like, haven't ever heard, like, any Epic High song before, like, I would recommend them, like, a million times over. What songs would I recommend to people who haven't ever heard Epic High? Fly is really good. That song's from, like, 2004 or something. Rosario I really like. Acceptance Speech I really like. Born Hater. Born Hater is probably like their most recognizable song. It's featuring a lot. So like, who's it all featuring? Benzino, Bobby from Icon, or Bobby from Icon, B.I. from Icon, Mino from Winner is featuring on it. Benzino, I feel like I already said that. Tablo and Mithra. So yeah, there were 7 rappers on it. And then of course 2 cuts. So like Epic High is like a group of 3. So there's 2 rappers. There's Mithra, Jin, and Tablo. And then they have a DJ. 2 cuts. I really like Epic High. They're so good. If you haven't seen like any of their award show performances, dude, go watch them. It's like epic. It's so good. Takes me back, man. And then like I dove down into like the Epic High like content all over again, and then I found my way to Return of Superman because Tablo was on it at the very beginning of that show. Tablo was on it with Haru, his daughter, and then 2 Cuts and Mithra were often on it doing things with him. My neighbors just came out of their house. I don't want... Anyway, my neighbors just came out of their house. So, like, I don't know. Then I, like, dove down because the Return of Superman started airing, like, right when Epic High were trying to make their comeback after Tablo's scandal. And then I dove more into Tablo's scandal again because I already did it. And it's, like, the most insane thing ever. Like, something that comes out of a movie, you don't expect it to be like real life, but it like really is. So essentially, like back in like, I don't even know, like 2010, no, probably before that, I don't know, it was like right after his marriage to Haejung, netizens started like accusing him of faking his degree, because like a lot of celebrities at that time were like being found out to have forged their degrees and faked their education. So then everyone looked at Tablo, and Tablo was like in this hip hop group, and he was a rapper, and he had like, he was perceived as someone who was like, had a bad, not a bad attitude, but like kind of cocky and like stuff on variety shows. Like he wasn't the most he wasn't the most easy to like guy on variety shows. Let's just say that. So people started looking at him and went, how the heck did he graduate from Stanford? Because he graduated from Stanford early too. He graduated his program in 3 years because he did like summer semesters and he did like extra classes and stuff like that so he could. And people were like, I don't believe it. And essentially like this whole, I don't know what you would call it, like a fan group started where they just like attempted to like prove that Toplo essentially wasn't Toplo and he faked everything about himself. They claimed he faked his childhood photos. They claimed he stole another, because he moved to Canada when he was a kid, so his English name is Daniel Lee. And they claimed he stole another Daniel Lee's identity, who went to Stanford, because I guess there were 2 Daniel Lees who went there. They bothered his family. They impacted his mom's business, because his mom was a hairstylist, and they would go and chase out clients from her salon. They went to Stanford, and if people, like professors or people he went to school with or friends or family, would speak up in defense of him, they would go and pester those people and make them prove their credentials, make them prove who they were. And it was like this whole big thing. And in the end, it ended up like Toplo went to Stanford, he graduated in 3 years. Like it's this guy. Like he is him. So it ended up being fine. Epic High made a comeback. Obviously, Epic High made a comeback, and he sued he sued a large amount of people who started these rumors and accusations, which is what you should do. Like literally what you should do. Anyway, like I don't know if you guys have ever seen it, but if you have, I like recommend looking into it. So like Toplo was on Healing Camp when the scandal like finally started to die down. He was on a program called Healing Camp, which was essentially this like old program at this point where celebrities would go on if they faced like a huge scandal or they went through like a difficult time, where they would just go on and talk about what they went through. So Toplo went on that show and essentially talked about what he went through with the scandal. Anyway, it's a wild time. It was a wild time to be a K-pop fan. It's insanity. It still like blows my mind whenever I like watch things about it, because I'm like, that is the craziest thing. Like these people had way too much time on their hands. Like, do you literally, like, how much must you hate a person to do this to them? To tell this person that they're not who they are is insane. Anyway, so yeah, long story short, I recommend watching or listening to Epic High's new album. Really good. If you haven't ever checked out Epic High, highly recommend. I really, 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 really like them. I would recommend their variety. I would recommend their music. What are we doing with these? Got 7 albums because I also want to organize them according to age. So like, I don't know what I'm gonna do when like these boys start releasing solo albums. Like I have no room anymore. Okay, let me actually move these over. Okay, I'm gonna try and put them all right after Neverland. But then also, like, Wjsn, I've heard, is going to have a comeback. They're rumored to be having a comeback soon. So, like, the members are talking about how they're busy and they need to go to the practice room and, you know? So, like, what is on? Poor. So I think they're having a comeback soon, but like at the same time, I don't know. So I'm setting this up like this. But just know, probably gonna have to change it right away. So I've decided I can come up with a game plan for Wjsn's next comeback. Because all of their pre-order benefits are so expensive, I'm going to buy one set of albums or like one album or however many albums you need from each store to get the pre-order benefits. So like from K-Town, I'll probably order a full set. And then depending on how the pre-order, I really like, okay, Starship. This is my issue with Starship. Listen to my issue with Starship. So Starship, for their boy groups with their K-Town pre-orders, have been doing, if you purchase a full set of albums, you get a full set of pre-order cards. They did that too with the season's greetings. But with WJSN, if you purchased a season's greetings, you only got 3 random pre-order cards from K-Town. If you purchased a full set of albums for the Neverland era, you got 1 random pre-order card. But with like Monsta X, you got a full set if you ordered you got a full set of pre-orders if you ordered a full set of albums, and the same thing with Gravity. So like, give me a full set of freaking pre-order cards, K-Town, because I'm gonna buy the full set. So like, please just give me a full set of pre-order cards, because I'm already buying the full set of albums. I'm not gonna buy 10 full sets of albums so you give me a full set of pre-order cards. I'm not gonna do that. Like, I also need to order from With Drama, and I don't think I'll order from Starship Square through G-Market. Probably only With Drama and K-Town I'll order out from for their new comeback, but like, come on, Starship. I'm like kind of really sick of it. I really am. Wjsn can see what you're doing and I don't like it. Okay? Anyway. Starship also took long enough to respond to. Did Starship ever respond to that Lee Luda robot craziness? I don't think they ever did. Starship. Ruining everything. Okay, I don't like that. So what do we think about that? If I do it like that and display the JB, the only issue is now you can't see this part of WJSN's discography. And I don't like that. Okay, I'm just gonna put JB back here where he should be in member order. I don't call it age order for GOT7 because technically it is an age order, it's member order. What do we think of the shelf? There's a lot of room to grow, Wjsn and WJSN, which I like. The GOT7 albums are huge. Like, I really hope we don't get something that big ever again. Because they're big. They're so big. I'm okay with this shelf. I think it looks nice. I just hope these Breath of Love albums don't fall over. I think they should be fine. Do we like it? I like it. Okay. Oh my god, my light sticks. Duh. My air freshener. So I have my Agabon. This is version 2 of the Agabon that I just keep out of the box, like on display on here, because I think the box is so ugly and mine kind of got wrecked. And then I have a mini WJSN light stick. I do want to get like their full-size one eventually because it's so pretty. So I would like a full-size one eventually, but for now I will take my mini light stick. It's so hard to stand up because it's a keychain. Okay, we'll just leave it like that because I can't get it to stand right now. I like this for now. I don't know about like the Breath of Love ones. I might change those later. We'll see. Also, why are the As You Wish albums so far back? That's better. I might change the Breath of Love albums later. I'll see how sturdy they are there. Because I don't want them falling over, because if they fall over, they knock everything else down, right? That's the danger of having things on top of the shelf. But I also don't want to lay them down flat because they'll take up so much more space that way. Okay, I don't know, we'll leave it like this for now. I am going to leave off here for a little bit. If this is the end of the video, thank you for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye! I will see you probably later today to organize my other album shelf, my other group's shelf. So yeah, I will see you guys again when I decide to film the next part of this video. Hey guys, so I thought I would just come back and quickly show you this finished shelf now because I actually just changed it right after I turned off the camera. So the GOT7 and Promise 9 rows are staying the same, but the top row is different. So what I did was I remembered I had my Wjsn Season's Greetings. So I just took that box and I wanted to display it anyway because it's cute. So I put that up against the Breath of Love albums because that'll help it stay up a bit more. This isn't ideally how I would like to display this Season's Greeting box, but it's how I displayed it, so all of this could fit. I'll probably, again, change it later. If I do, I'll let you know. Then I stood up the WJ Please for the Summer and Humph albums. Again, just so, like, this stuff fit better. And then I put my Got Tune doll, my JB Got Tune doll in the box, so it could help stabilize these, but also because my cat has been trying to steal him lately and eat his hair, so I put him back in the box. And then, I don't know why I forgot, but I have my WJSN Season's Greetings. And I was like, I don't even have a calendar in this house. I need that out. So I put it up here so I can see it every day, know what day it is, look at all the pretty pictures. So it's actually January 31st today. So Yoram's page, Yoram gets one more day out. I just never thought to put it out until today. So that is the top row. I like it, but I know it's probably gonna change right away because I would ideally like to change like from here down, like these couple of things right here. Because this Season's Greetings box is like damaged on the back, so you can see a little bit of the damage. But for now, this is how it's working, so my Breath of Love albums stay up. And then because I had no room on the top shelf anymore, I put the pop-up, sorry, my TV stand is like so dirty. So on my TV stand, usually I display like a couple of candles, a snow globe from when I was a kid, you know, that sort of stuff. So I put out the pop-up from my WJSN Season's Greetings because it's cute. And then I also put my light sticks up here. And then of course down here has not changed. I still haven't cleaned it. I need to so bad. But I have some of my bigger books and photo books down here. So, I mean, overall, that is if you're wondering why this is pushed back, let me pull it out for you. Hello, Rini. That's where she likes to sleep. So, she's like, hello, Mom. Okay, Rini, I'm pushing you back in. Duck, duck, duck. Duck, duck, duck. They like to enter it from the back, so it's like pushed all the way to the wall back there. Are you going in too? Luna's like, Mom, I want to go in too. See, so like they go in from the back. They enter from the back. Is she not making room for you, Luna? Rini, make some space. Hello, hello. So that is this shelf finished. I'm able to display a lot more merch stuff now, which I like, because like, that's why you get it. Like, a Season's Greetings main purpose is to, like, be a yearly calendar sort of thing. So I'm very happy with it. I will see you guys when I decide to film my other shelf. Okay, bye.